What's going on, guys? It's H.J.Davis Art World. I did a 56-minute video yesterday, and for whatever reason, I put it to load on the channel, and it was just not loading. So I don't know if it was too much. I don't know if I didn't set everything correctly. So I'm not sure. But the basis of the video was just to show you guys that, in my spare time, I have a whole lot of stuff in my head, a lot of ideas that I want to put out on paper. First thing I will say is I will give all credit to comic book artists because it is not easy putting a comic book together. You already know, I always say it, I'm self-taught. So in this video here, I hope it goes up, and if it does, cool. Thank you for your time. You can't get it back, and I appreciate it, so I will not waste it. This is just a character that I came up with. It's been in the works for a long time in my head. It's called Mr. International. That's Misty Knight. I had to go with the John Byrne Misty Knight. I think the classic Misty Knight look is amazing. I don't like the bionic arm showing thing. That's just not me. I'm old school with it. And she's a part of this series called Mr. International. I used the garbage can from Will Eisner. I put that as a reference. The background is definitely like a city background. I thought that was really cool. But he is actually going to be a part of the X-Men story that I'm putting together. And what I'm doing with that particular story is going to be titled as H.J. Davis Art World Presents the Marvel Universe. First chapter will be The Uncanny X-Men, What is a Hero? Now, these pages I was working on, trying to just get the flow going in between work and life and everything else. And I just decided to go with a different format style, which would be the 24 by 18 that this 17 by 11 Bristol is on right now. So what you're seeing here is not something I'm going to use. This was like, I was trying to put the story together as I go. And it was just, as I was doing pages, it was like something was missing in between shots and everything else. And I just wanted to change up as the story evolved in my mind. So I said, well, let me just get the complete story in my head and try to get it where I have a set beginning, middle, and end already put in my head in place. And I do. So I'm gonna go with that from this point out. But I just wanted to show you some of these pages that I did. And being self-taught, I'm going to improve on these pages for the next round. I don't think these pages are in order, so excuse me on that. And I've decided to go with changing a lot of concepts with these characters. When you're young, you can go with the Nightcrawler with with the three fingers and the three toes and the tail and all of that. But as you get older, it's hard to manifest that in your creative muscle to be like, all right, so with me, it's more like I'm trying to put these characters together the way I see fit and the way it works for me, and make it cool as possible. As McFarlane said, just make it sexy and just rock with it. So I made Nightcrawler where he has all five fingers and toes. He doesn't have a tail, but he has the blue skin and the ears. He has all the effects, and one of them that they don't use a lot is when he's in the shadows, he's completely invisible. I always thought that was a cool feature of Nightcrawler. He is the heart of this particular chapter in my Marvel Universe run that I want to do. So when you start seeing the actual pages that I'm going to put forth, you guys will understand because it'll have the words and everything. And I'm actually going to set up a different Instagram account for these particular stories that I'm doing, fan art for the ideas that I have in my head. Now, like I said, I don't think these pages are in order, but I just want you to see what I was trying to do, what I had, and I'm starting to realize, like, use as many references as you can to better convey the story. So that's going to be what I do when I start putting it together again. And the story is it's pretty deep. It's a very serious topic, so I'm not taking it lightly. It is a pretty deep story, and I'm not taking it lightly, and it's a very deep topic. So, and this is what I got done so far. This is what I put together so far. And I'm cool with it, but it's like I want to take it up a notch. So, and it was originally just going to be 7 pages, tell a story within 7 pages. But I said, man, I might as well just go all the way. And as I look at these pages again, I'm kind of like, should I just stay on the 11 by 17 and just do it over? Or should I go with the other size like I originally showed earlier on this Bristol board? I'm not sure. I have to think it through. I'm working on the first page in this. I did roughs, so I have one panel that I started working on, and I kind of like the size and the freedom and the space of that size. So I'll see. But it's looking pretty good as I go through it. But I just have to add pages in between some certain pages and make the story flow nice and loose and not stiff. So that's basically what I've been trying to work out in my head as I go along with the story. So that's what I got so far. And I have some characters that I'm going to use along with your it's going to be your original X-Men team. I'm having a problem trying to figure out, should I use the Blue Beast or should I use when he was just, in human form? And I find Beast a hard character to swallow, like to really use in the comic book. But I have this concept of Sunfire that I want to use. I'm going with that one. This was done in 2021, so I'm going to use this version of Sunfire. See, now this is with a reference. This was taken from a statue of Sunfire, I believe. So I love the pose and how he looks. So I said, man, I'm going to go with this version. So if you could see, like, when I'm using reference for my art, this is how my art comes out. When I'm just trying to work it from my mind, it's just a whole different thing because I'm trying to think about what sits where and who, what, when, where, how. But I know it'll get better as I go along and just really stick with it and take the time to really do it. It's hard to do it during the week because I put in a lot of hours. I put in, 12, 13-hour days. I put in a long week. So when I come home, it's like, this is not the thing I'm sitting down trying to do. And let me see, I think I have a dark side in here somewhere. Oh, that's X23, but I have another, yeah, that's dark side. And this is another thing I'm thinking about doing, is just adding all the heroes in one universe. And how would I put that together as a story? So I'm not sure how I want to go about that, but I'm working on it. And this is the X23 I'm going to use also in the X-Men comic. This is on gray tone paper, which I like it. It's just, you really got to take your time with your shading. And work it through. This is a Superman that I did back in the day. That's the Iron Man. This is straight from my head. And I think, this is another story that I'm working on. And I kind of like the way that came out. And let's see what we got. And everybody know the Egyptian queen, Frank Frazetta. So I just want to say something real quick, if you guys don't mind. And this is something important that was on my mind that I think I really need to get off my chest. As someone who loves art, I know this is something, God bless people or whoever you believe in, that you can do this and pay your bills and live your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, God bless those who can do that, or however you believe, that you can do art and live good. This is something that, for me, I'm doing out of enjoyment and out of fandom, and whatever comes out of it, comes out of it. But I'm a firm believer in what I put in, I want to get rewarded for it with currency. And I don't think that I can be able to take care of my household doing this full time. So I think what I'm trying to say to individuals who are come across my channel is like, if you really think that you can do this and take care of your bills, I mean, go ahead with it. But don't go full throttle if it's not feasible. And the same thing with collecting comics, slabs, or whatever. Don't go full throttle if it's going to put you in a bind or put you in debt. I love art. I enjoy it. Comic book reader since I could remember. Love the format. Love the community. I think it's great what's going on YouTube. There's a lot of stuff on YouTube as far as the comic book community is concerned. I think that's cool. But for those who are thinking about doing this as a career, really think it through. It is a hard career to get in as far as making money is concerned. I think that's just my personal observation of it. Now, all the stuff that I showed you guys, and I have plenty of paper, plenty of supplies to get the story done. It's just making the time to do it when I'm not overly tired and my mind is not thinking about, I got bills to pay, I got a whole lot of other stuff to do. So, kudos to those people who are doing this and they're making a living out of it. I think that is so cool. So with that, I just wanted to show you guys that the name of the first comic book will be called The Uncanny X-Men, What is a Hero? That's the first one. And then I'm going to try to figure out which other story I want to do after that. But I definitely want to get that done, and I will show you the results as they go. And hopefully I can keep posting stuff. My collection is, I just got in the Crisis on Infinite Earths Absolute Edition. I'm happy with that. I'm well pleased with that. I was looking at some essentials. I know on eBay right now they have Thor 1 and 2, Volume 1 and 2 for $29 for the two of them. And it's in mint condition. And that's another thing I want to say to you guys. When I go get my my essentials, I really would like for them to be dag near close to like new. So that's why I don't really go buy a lot of them like the way I want, because there's a few X-Men series that I want to get. There's a few Defenders I want to get, stay like that, but they have to be in pretty good condition and the price has to be right. I'm still kind of on the fence with that Thor 1 and 2. I'm not sure. Even though, man, Kirby's my guy, I'm not sure if I want to get it yet. But it's two volumes, 1 and 2, $29, and it's it looked like they're in pretty good condition. There's a few Defenders ones, but I'm not sure if I want to get that yet. And there's a Moon Knight Volume 1. I have Volume 2 because it was in mint condition and the price was right. I think I got it for $14. Moon Knight 1, I've seen a few of them, but the quality is not quite there as far as looking like new, so I didn't pull the trigger on it. And that's another thing. When you're looking for certain stuff to get, excuse me, guys, when you're looking for certain stuff to get, be willing to accept the quality of the book for the price that you're willing to pay for it. If you don't accept the quality of the book, don't spend the money for the price. Now, if it's cheaper and you say, well, I just need it for this, it's $10. But then you got to think the shipping might be like $6 or $7. So you really got to wait it out, especially when you're on eBay. And with that, I just wanted to let you guys know that's what I've been working on. And hopefully I can get this video out. You guys take care. Have a great Sunday. Hopefully this will come out on Sunday, and enjoy the rest of your week.